Sheldon, you got like a front row seat to history in a lot of ways. Are you able to step back sometimes and soak in what Austin is doing and the moments like that we saw here tonight?
I mean, yeah, there's a moment there, especially the second one goes in. Spez turned around and kind of gave me the eyes like it's something special, and then, no doubt, uh, yeah, it's fun. I mean, he I'm surprised he stopped it too. To be honest, with the way that he was playing, and like you felt like he was going to have a serious night. But it didn't go in for him the rest of the way. But he was uh, he was great tonight. For him to come, he's established the record and come back home here, but he's clearly not satisfied. So he's continuing to push himself and our team.
What's it mean, Sheldon, to clinch a playoff spot with 10 games left this season?
Yeah, I hadn't done the math, so I just learned just a minute ago, as before I was coming in here, that was actually the case. But yeah, it's a great accomplishment for our team. As you say, with 10 games left, that's clearly a sign that you've had an excellent regular season. We've been preparing and acting and feeling as though we were a playoff team for a long period of time here now. But certainly to have that official speaks to the process and the work that the guys have put into this point, and then also just allows us to zoom in and focus even more so on making sure that our game is right and our team is prepared when the time comes.
What do you like over the last little stretch? I think it's 7 of 8 now, or 8 of 10 jumping wins to carry into this final 10 and the playoffs.
Yeah, I just like that. The energy and vibe of the team's been very good. The things that we've asked them to do and adjust and focus on, they've really embraced it. We think we've played some really good defensive hockey here, and it's not perfect at times today. Certainly not perfect, but we've been putting ourselves consistently in positions to win games. And in Florida we didn't get it done, but we were in a position to do so because of how we played. And in Dallas played a good game, put ourselves in a position. Didn't like that we gave up the leads. We actually talked about that this morning. Since yesterday was essentially an off day or travel day, we didn't address the team. So we talked this morning about that situation, the 1-goal leads, and the fact that we gave them up and things that we would want to do better. Just so happens we were right in that same situation tonight, and I thought our third period was, with the exception of the one Gallagher chance he gets in behind us there, I thought it was a pretty flawless period in the third there. We didn't give up very much at all. So that's those kind of things our guys have really embraced and done very well. We've, for good reason, we're celebrating Austin, we're celebrating the run that Mitch is on here, and those what those guys are doing. But there's a ton of really good things happening all around our team and all throughout our lineup. And add another one to the list tonight because I thought Eric Källgren was outstanding. I mean, I know he's had some good games here, and he had a shutout and all of that, but for me, this was his best game, at least the most comfortable that I felt on the bench there. Like we gave up some really good chances for them in the first period, especially a couple breakaways. The two of their best players are Anderson and Caulfield are in alone, and he stands tall on those. It's 2-on-1. He makes a big save on Suzuki. So there's our three best players and offensively, and he's standing tall there. I thought he was excellent. So there's just a lot of good things happening around the team.
Why do you think Ilya has fit in so well with John and Alex?
I think his pace that he plays with. I mean, anything good that happens for Mickey, it's because of his skating. He backs people off. He gets in behind people. He drives the puck up the rink. And that's really increased the pace of play for that line. I think that's a big piece of it. But I like those guys today. I love the goal that John scored. I know you get a little bit of a fortunate bounce, but you earn that because of the process that those guys play with. And John beats a guy off the wall. He attacks the net. We get it back. Mickey's attacking into the middle of the rink. There's just a ton of good things there where we're getting to the inside. So that was a great goal in terms of the process and the timing of it, of course, too. After they just made it 2-1. So I really like that today. But yeah, again, I just thought in terms of the adjustments and the things we talked about and wanted to focus on for our third period tonight, The guys were really committed to it, and we did a good job of that. Save for scoring the fourth goal, be it 5-on-5 or our power play, if anything, tonight, 5-on-4 and 5-on-3 was an area that could have broken the game open for us and didn't. So we don't like that about today, but a lot of good things happen otherwise.
How much has the presence of Gio stabilized the blue line? You've only lost once in regulation since you acquired him.
Yeah, it's been huge. I mean, obviously, we're able to spread out the minutes here now. I'm not exactly sure we're all sorted out tonight, but we just feel like we're able to balance that better. As we've talked about before, it feels like there's a lot less times where teams can really wear on a shift over shift. We seem to be able to put out a fire quicker. And I think that's because we have guys on each pair that have the ability to do that. And certainly Gio is one of the best ones we have at that in terms of his stick, his positioning, his competitiveness around our net. So that's really helped the depth for sure. And I think that really helps us clean up a lot of other areas of our game in terms of having that stabilizing force throughout all your defense pairings.
You mentioned the incentives with Austin and not being satisfied. I mean, does that work for the entire team? Franchise points record in sight, maybe chasing down the division, although Florida keeps winning as well. But does that, you can set a real high bar in terms of the greatest seasons that the Maple Leafs have ever had with this next 10 games?
Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about those things, but it's all about preparing for the playoffs for us. But part of preparing for the playoffs is being at our best every game. And we're talking about there's only one way for that we play that allows us to succeed. It's a high level of competitiveness, high level of structure, high level of execution. So those things we want to bring no matter what. And we think good things are going to happen for our individual players when we play like that. Good things are going to happen for our team. I think getting to 100 points tonight is a good thing. It's a nice round number. It's a great accomplishment. Clinch the playoffs now, so you've secured that. Let's just keep building, and however it sorts out in the end, let's do all that we can to put ourselves in the best position possible, both in the standings and in the confidence of our team and where we're at.